moments when life does not forgive. She looks you straight in the eyes and she slams you to the ground with a jab on the mug. Sometimes you have the strength to get up. Other times, you just want to forget. Like when you're forced to say goodbye to an old pal. Poor Mackenzie. He was always ready to offer me a drink. After what happened to him, I'll have another drink in his honor. There was a time when I only needed 6 good reasons to clean up the whole city. Tonight, instead, the only thing I'll be cleaning up is this glass. Or 2. Or 3. Or 4.
Come back when you have the money.
My hero! Do you want to cheer up with my candies?
I already have enough corrosive filth in my stomach, thanks.
I insist. These are on the house.
Candy Bob, I barely disposed of the sticky junk you gave me earlier.
Oh, you always have sweet thoughts for me.
Yeah, I always think how to get rid of you.
So, will you accept my unteenth fudgy offer?
Only if you don't chase after me armed with a candy cane this time.
Did you know the globby globby reflect my love for you? When they get sticky on you, they will never come off.
The same goes for you, Candy. I hate this city. I hate this neighborhood. The only place I can find solace is my office. There's a stranger in my office, and he seems to be dangerous. I have to show him who's in charge. I can interact with my surroundings by moving the cursor and clicking with the left or right button of the mouse, according to the actions available. To access the inventory, just move the cursor to the upper part of the screen. I can use objects from the inventory, with the environment, or between themselves. I really hope all this seems logical. He seems like a crazy person. I have to show him who's in charge. I wouldn't know what to tell him, but I might know what to do to him. No, I've got to find a way to intimidate that guy. No, I've got to find... No. 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 Sticky junk food made of sugar. That damn candy lady gave me those by force. If I stuck him to the floor, then I wouldn't be able to get rid of him. I know, the payphone is more romantic, but this is more comfortable. I don't usually ask for help. Big and bad, my best friend.
Oh, good evening. You're finally here. Your cactus was making me feel uncomfortable, Mr. Gallo.
Detective Gallo.
You are a true professional. You know,
Give me a good reason not to shoot you.
My name's Phil Cloro. I was waiting for you.
If I let my friend here speak, you wouldn't even have time to breathe.
Then I'm lucky to be talking to you.
My friend has 6 shots, and I have very little patience. Let's cut to the chase.
I'll tell you everything if you stop pointing that gun at me.
Do you think that's easy with all this sticky sugar on my hands?
I don't know how you spend your nights, but I would like to get back to my issue. You're the only one who can help me. All my beloved, majestic plants. They were absolutely perfect. And a second later, butchered. How beautiful they were! Your cactus in comparison.
My cactus is none of your business. I hope you don't think all this will be free.
No, of course not.
I work night and day. Nothing scares me. I'm ready to take any kind of risk in this dark and dangerous city. But every hero has his price, and this hero prefers cash in advance.
You are a true professional.
Rule number 1 of Gallo: be competent, critical, and careful. The famous 3 C's of Gallo.
Sure, here's a generous advance. The crime scene is at 8 Rhododendron Road. I'll wait for your arrival.
I'll come with the speed of the law, slow and unrelenting. A rich and kind person, but completely out of his mind. Maybe it's better to play along, as they do with the crazy people. Mainly because he dropped us a really big advance. Let's go, Thorn. Duty calls. I must lock my office. But where? Ah, if I remember correctly, the key is hidden behind your cardboard cutout. You've got to be even sharper than the prickly pear. The cardboard cutout of my assistant, Thorn, just threatening enough. A bit beaten up, but still functioning. Nobody will ever try to test my patience, or my revolver. I'm once again master of my own office. Now I can leave. I watered Thorn's cutout a month ago, but the puddle hasn't dried yet. Take back what I expelled? An empty piece of paper. Not without a good reason. In this cold and technological world, here's the charm of an antediluvian artifact. It'd best collect dust in my pocket. Bad purchase. I don't care for plants. Except for you, Thorn. Cactuses like you don't need anyone for anything. I can't. The balance of my desk depends on it. My dear old interrogation lamp. How many nights we've spent together. How many expensive bills. It doesn't turn off. It's a continuous consumption model. Every time I want to turn off the light, I have to contact the electric company. I've always desired a mahogany desk, and I still desire it. Lose time filing paperwork? I'm a bird of action. One of the few things which actually work in this office. I should admit, I don't know how to use it, but I prefer to say I don't like using it. I can't decide if staring at it makes me nervous or relaxed. Rule number 303 of Gallo: collect even what you don't know the use for, except for grandfather clocks. One day I'll have to investigate how that thing can still be hanging. I can't do that. It would make the crack on the wall even more visible. Golf would be my favorite sport if I had the money to practice it. I better leave them there. I bought them as furniture and to intimidate unwanted visitors. Before we had the idea of the cardboard cutout, I mean. Literally indestructible. The best grand I've ever spent. The only grand. I prefer to leave it closed for now. My warm welcome to those who walk through my door. Rule number 304 of Gallo: if you have to collect something, start with your ideas. It's an outlet that was attached to something old, it seems. I'm not interested in feeling shocked. I know, it's not much, but it's good for keeping the world out of this place, and that's enough. Nothing is comparable to the stench of my office. I could stay there unnoticed for centuries. Rule number 70 of Gallo: there's always a good reason to post a sticky note. The problem is knowing which one. Rule number I hate the smell. I must get to the crime scene in 8 Rhododendron Road, or my name isn't Gallo anymore. Done. I've locked the door. The Knives District, in name and in essence. No, I'd put the city into chaos. Three of a kind, pokeristic. They're old and blunt. I don't take second-rate stuff. Here's where the most treasured things are lost in the silliest ways. With my bare hands? The message says, Gangster Dry Cleaning, where we clean up your soaked-in stains. Every day they come up with something new. I hate the catchphrase commercials. This way takes you to Bloodletting Square, the district of the leeches, otherwise called traitors. No, I'd put the city into chaos. The crime scene is not that way. The containers for the worst atrocities of the neighborhood. I'll try that, only when I don't have anything else better to do. Hello?
Hey, Gallo. I'm your informant.
I know who you are. I'd recognize your voice in 1,000.
Do you remember the microscope you borrowed from me? You should give it back. I know you keep it in your safe. I know because it's classified information. And I'm an ace at finding.
Cut it out. I can't remember anything.
You must have drunk another one of those liquors which destroy the short-term memory. But let's return to my...
I'm busy. I'll call you back as soon as I find it. Bye. Pain in the ass. Typical cuisine. Specialty, red meat with dried blood. I prefer eating the food more than reading about it. It prevents unauthorized access to the street. I can't move it. The roadworks will end sooner or later. This way, you can reach the Aqueduct District. No. The range of revolting junk food. Candy Bob, hopelessly in love with me, cynically unreturned. Just thinking about it makes me sick.
I only have sweet thoughts for you, my lonely knight.
Precisely. Lonely. Yours truly in photo. I can't stand to be among this crowd.
I won't be deprived of the only way to keep you with me. Good evening, Detective Gallo. What lovely circumstances bring you here?
Nothing lovely at all, Candy Bob. How's business going?
My booth heats up only when you're around.
I understand. You're talking about the party the cockroaches are throwing around here. Don't you feel any danger in this infamous part of the city?
No, because I know you're nearby, ready to protect me.
And when I'm not around?
I have your photo. That fearsome look in your eyes drives every bad guy far away.
It's my normal expression.
Oh.
Have you ever thought about moving to another planet? Neighborhood?
I'm fine here. I'm right near your office.
That's why I'm always around to solve misdeeds. Can you give me...
A chocolate muffin with chili pepper? It has the power to spice up the soul.
In my line of work, you have to swallow bitter things. Very bitter.
Then I can offer you some delicious heart-shaped donuts. Isn't that romantic?
Romanticism and I are worlds apart.
Or I could...
Listen, Candy. What I want from you is the photo of me which is on your booth.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gallo. If I gave that to you, the soul of this booth would go away with you.
Maybe I'm in the way here.
You always talk like this, but then you come back.
Rule number 5891 of Gallo. Sometimes, to feel indescribable emotions, you just have to stick your hands into a hole. I found a spray can. There isn't anything else interesting to take. The generous advance of my client will cover all the normal costs and the not normal costs. I'm once again master of my own office. Now I can leave. Nobody will ever try to test my patience. Or my revolver. In this cold and technological world, there's the charm of an antediluvian. It seems to be fall. An antiquated system which keep its charm intact. I must have something to send, and someone to send something to. Going down the street, you get to Rhododendron Road, the district of the rich people, and the muggers. I can click twice on the red arrow when I want to hurry, which is most of the time. Since I've never seen this cab around before, the tank should be full, or empty, for the same reason. Sealed. This cab has been here since the Jurassic. It seems to be unavailable, indefinitely. So many people are looking for a job these days, and whoever actually finds one ends up relaxing too much. Hi, can you point out the house of a fine gentleman? A certain Phil Chloro to me. In your line of work, you see many faces, questionable or not, I suppose. I'm interested in who's not. Are you suffering from lethargy? I can recommend you a good doctor. He's actually making me feel sleepy. Rule number 136 of Gallo. The more camouflage the mansions try to be, the more they actually stand out. If I need a perfect hideout, I'll think about it. Rule number 135 of Gallo. The more expensive the mansions, the more they're robbed. In another life, maybe. Rule number 24 of Gallo. A silver scythe isn't always a bad omen. Who wouldn't want to touch the moon? Maybe I should say it's charming, but I'm not that sensitive. I hate plants if they're not succulents or useful to my investigation. Before there was a community cycle lane, this street was called Road Mode Road. Rule number 134 of Gallo. Do not covet thy neighbor's mansion. I wish, but I can't. Small-sized, but tough. It reminds me of someone. I can't. It's electronically shut. I think it's the most civil way to get in, and also the most trivial.
Yes,
I'm Detective Gallo.
I've been expecting you for 2 hours.
I hate people who are bigger sticklers than me. I'm finally at the crime scene. There must be at least one important clue. I have to find it.
My treasures killed without mercy. You must find the killer and make him pay. With your experience and professionalism, you'll surely succeed.
Don't you worry, Mr. Chloro. Thorn, don't you detect a strange, pungent odor as well?
How can you think?
Nothing should be. This odor isn't new to me. Light and strong. May I?
If you need it for the investigation.
Peculiar. I don't want to take my raincoat off. Must be expensive.
My little treasures were way more expensive. You want to go through my pockets? How dare you?
It portrays a tall tree.
You bet! It's an Everestum vertiginosum.
No, it's too tall. It portrays a flower.
Are you talking about the Petalius loves me notus?
No, too square. It portrays a big tree.
Don't you diminish the Mastodonticus not by chansum.
It portrays a... No, too big. It portrays a small plant.
Aminorata minus, to be exact.
No, too small. It portrays a vine.
My Rampantus Upstarterus.
It'd look great in my office.
Except that I would never give it to you.
The culprit must be very smart.
Now you congratulate a crazy killer?
I value work well done. It seems to be made of ceramic.
It's made of ceramic.
I can't see any reason. I never liked plants that are smaller than me. That vase could be useful. Not like the plant needs it anyway.
Don't you offend the memory of my trapezium dwarfus!
Apparently soft. Somebody took a shot at being a killer in Phil Chloro's mansion. Damn. A beautiful piece of furniture.
Of course, it's a mausoleum marsivum. You can't move it.
Oh no?
No!
And who's going to stand in my way?
The sofa is rooted to the floor. It's one with the single body of my vegetable mansion.
Handy when it's time to do spring cleaning. Light and strong. A terracotta vase. Easy breezy. Somebody took a shot at being a killer in Phil Chloro's mansion. Here's a useful clue. There's something written on it. It's too small to read it.
I've lost my most precious treasures.
Well,
except
I'm
for
done
my
here.
diamonds.
For now.
And already done? Have you found who the killer is?
You won't believe it, but... No, not yet.
See you soon, Detective Gallo. You're a true professional.
I must find out what's written on the shell casing, so I'll have a lead to follow. Rule number 1, I win. I'm Detective...
What a mess, Detective Gallo. I have no more tears, no more words.
So, when did you see the victims alive for the last time?
Just 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, they were alive and vital.
Just when I came back from my stroll.
You were patrolling the area, I guess.
Correct. How can you remember what time it happened?
I had just watered them, as I do every day, every 3 hours.
What's your job?
Job?
It doesn't matter. Now, where were we?
What a mess!
Are you sure you didn't overlook something that could have caused this tragedy?
Me? Neglecting my plants? They're my lifeblood!
Can you tell me about the daily habits of the victims?
My treasures arose very early in the morning, and as soon as they woke up, they called me with their unmistakable scent.
Couldn't you have forgotten to water them? Yes, Thorn. Such neglect is despicable.
Are you kidding? I water them, or rather, I watered them every 3 hours, every day.
But exactly 3 hours ago, they died, right?
Yes, and that's really strange.
You took the words right out of our mouths, mine and my assistant's.
You're saying your cactus, you mean that it can talk?
Details. Tell me the truth. You killed them to embezzle the insurance money.
What are you talking about? My plants? Yes, they were insured, but I would have never done something like that.
We were saying,
What a mess, detective.
conducting my investigation, I found a shell casing. Is there something you forgot to tell me?
Sorry, Detective Gallo. I'm so upset that I completely forgot it.
Forgot what? That you killed your beloved plants with a gun?
I won't answer to any such insinuation.
Stay lucid and tell me what really happened. Be as precise as possible.
3 hours ago, I watered my plants. I went to sleep after that, and then I was woken by a gunshot. I rushed here and saw this horror.
Do you suspect someone?
I don't think I have enemies, or any friends, to tell the truth.
That doesn't surprise me.
What do you mean?
You live alone, in a big mansion in the suburbs far away from everyone. You have a lot of money, and pass your days watering the plants you're surrounded by.
And?
And obviously, you're not very smart. Have you seen any creeps or weirdos sneaking around here?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't meddle with the gross people of this city. No offense, obviously.
I'm used to it. Me and this city fistfight every day. We were saying.
What?
That's all for now.
Thanks to... Oh, woe is me!
Why should I take unidentified evidence with me? Whatever. Who knows? Dunno. Why should I take... It speaks for itself. Somebody has already used it, once too often.
My Sunflowerentus Nocturninus won't see the dawn anymore.
Why?
Coprofecum fetidum, I'll miss your unmistakable...
It'd look great in my office.
smell. Except that I...
I locked it. I'm always a man of my... To take the microscope, I need to input the combination numbers, which I don't remember. I wrote them down in 3 notes I hid in the office. I'm really a secrecy genius. The microscope of my informant is in there. No. The second number of the combination. Gotcha. It seems there's a number impression. I must make it visible. The second number to open the safe. Here's the first number of the combination. And what a shame. Really gave the book a certain sophistication. And me. At least it seemed like I'd started to read it. One of the few things which I shouldn't, but I prefer the quintessence of function. Here's the advantage of never locking anything. A piece of chewed-on pencil. Here, now the number is visible. The combination was 358, just like the number of my soft cases. Logical, natural, easy to remember. Now I can open the safe. It has a lived-in look, just like me. With a portable hole, I could slip anything I want into my pocket. Maybe. No, that idea is really just an insult to my intelligence. And my raincoat is already big enough. Child's play. Rule number 100 of Gallo. If you don't remember something, remember a way to remember it. No, I'll wait for my informant to come and take it back. Technological. Other suggestions are accepted. There's something written on it. Veg 68. But what does it mean? The plot thickens. But I'm sure that by following this lead, I'll find the murderer. Or at least, so they say in the movies.
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
Same as usual. The city keeps claiming innocent victims. Vegetables this time.
Damn.
What can you tell me about the Veg 68 shell casing? Is it from an anti-vegetable weapon?
I don't know. But you could find out by talking to the city's alternative arms smuggler. You'll recognize him because he will greet you back after you say the secret passphrase.
And that would be?
Usually it's written on the plasma membership card.
Membership card of what?
Privileged Licensed Arms Smugglers Association. To become an associate, you have to send your photo by mail. Then you'll receive the membership card with the secret passphrase via fax.
Damn bureaucracy. I'll find that smuggler, and I'll bring him to justice.
Assuming that he's really smuggling anti-vegetables weapons.
I'll bring him to justice in any case. Rule number 111 of Gallo. If you don't have a green thumb, be trigger happy.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. The secret passphrase is written in glowing ink, so it's visible only in the dark.
When you give me this kind of information, I'd pay you double.
Too kind.
To get out of my face.
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
Same as usual. The city keeps claiming innocent victims. Vegetables this time.
Damn.
How's the business of selling information going?
With this crisis, everybody wants to save money. So I make up some lies. Sure return and no waste of time. Obviously not in your case.
Stop making your voice sound like that.
I wish I could. Last year I had a cold and lost 1 month of work. Nobody recognized me anymore.
What can you tell me about the Veg 68 shell?
I don't know. You'll recognize
And that
usually
membership
privilege to become an annual
damn bureaucracy.
assuming that he's
I'll bring him rule number. I found your microscope.
You took it forever ago. I don't need it anymore.
Maybe I forgot to tell you, but I have more important things to do than talking to you.
Good luck, Gallo.
Eddie and Son Courtesy Service. How can I help you?
Stop being so annoyingly kind. I hate the smell of this neighborhood. I might want to, but how? Old, but reliable. Yours truly in photo. I can't stand to be among this crap.
I won't be deprived of the only way to keep you with me.
Candy bar.
Good.
Nothing. Can you
Then
romanticism? Listen,
if I gave that to you,
maybe I'm in the.
you all.
Just think.
I own.
If I own something, other suggest actions like this. Actions like this are more stupid than.
Oh. Regretfully, and with all my heart, I'm giving you this beloved photo.
Finally, I'm taking back what is mine. Now my photo is in the envelope. Now I have to wait for the reply by fax. Maybe I should have taken the photo from the heart-shaped frame. A lot. I'm always a. Here's the membership card, heart-shaped. I have the feeling I'm already hugely popular with the smugglers. I can't see any secret passphrase. How can I get in the smuggler ring? I know.
Eddie and Son Courtesy Service. How can I help you?
Cut the power.
We're sorry. It's already been paid for the next month.
If you don't do it, I will drag your company through the mud, you disgusting leeches.
We're used to threats. That's how the free market works.
And if I just want to terminate the contract?
We can interrupt energy provision only if we have evidence you've made excessive use of the electric current. We're sorry.
I'm the one who's sorry.
But in exchange for such disservice, we at Eddie & Son will send you the exclusive bright spotlight. Perfect in its power and illumination, sent directly to your office. Immediate delivery.
Now I understand why you call yourselves courtesy service.
Detective Gallo, home delivery!
I must say, the service is quick. And precise. In the assembly kit, there were just 3 pieces, and no bolts. 5,000 watts of blinding power when it's on. 2 meters of conductor cable with an embedded plug. It could be a beautiful piece of furniture if I had a taste for horror. First, I have to know where to connect the other end. That puddle could be a good conductor, but I have to connect it to the outlet as well. Here, the electricity will surely flow, but I have to attach it to something. In the box, there were only those things, and I don't know how to glue them. Here we are. It'll stay sticky for the rest of its life. Now the spotlight would stand on its own. Better lock the door. This jolt has not gone unnoticed by the electric company. Here's the secret passphrase. The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them. I didn't think getting into the smuggling ring would be so ridiculous. I know.
Eddie and Son Courtesy Service.
I want my electricity back. Now.
The service will be restored immediately after the call. We remind you that we will stop it again if we will find evidence you are making excessive use of the electric current.
They've turned off the electricity again because the spotlight still works. 5,000 watts. It doesn't turn off. It's a continuous consumption model. Two meters of conductor. The plug is stuck. I can't remove it. Why should I? It won't work. It's an idiotic action. Rather suggest. It was a nice piece of technology.
Eddie and Son Courtesy Service.
I want my electricity back. Now.
The service will be restored immediately after the call. We remind you that we will stop it again.
Already done. My way. Shame. It was a nice piece of technology. Showing it around, I'll find the arms smuggler I'm looking for. I hate the smell of it.
Good evening.
Nothing. What do you think of my mural?
Oh, Gallo, you always know how to amaze me. Now, I always have you with me, and bigger.
Maybe I'm...
You...
The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them.
I feel the same way about detectives.
And despite my efforts, this one never changes. I don't want to go too far away. After what happened, I want to stay away from it. more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them.
You did the right thing by showing your badge. Too many undercover cops are making our lives difficult.
What about the detectives?
Good for nothings. Just pretend to be asleep and you'll fool them like babies.
I'm one of those good-for-nothings who will shove this shell casing up your nose if you don't tell me everything you know.
Slow down, Big Beak. Don't threaten the goods. I dream of becoming rich and leaving this filthy city forever. I used to be the king of the thieves. Now I'm the emperor of alternative arms trafficking.
Well, now I have everything I need to prosecute you.
Who are you?
I'm Detective Gallo. He is Thorn. And you are in a lot of trouble. Confess.
Phil Chloro is a vegetal slaver. He keeps his treasures locked in a prison.
So you did not assassinate his plants?
They were already dead when I got in. And I was just about to save them. Free them from their oppressor.
With a Veg 68 bullet?
Very explosive gunshot. Made in 1968, if you please. Infallible in piercing armored metal boxes. If I'd have been able to break into his precious chest, Phil Chloro would have died of a broken heart. But the chest was made of ceramic.
So you came up empty-handed.
But then I noticed a strange stain on the floor.
A stain? Interesting clue. I'm always amazed by my unsuspected persuasive abilities. I made you sing like a little chick.
No ability at all, Detective Gallo. I'm just happy to please someone sentenced to death. This is a baobab-loaded gun, not an ordinary weapon.
I should pull out my gun, but I'm not sure that would be a good idea.
Today is a great day. One less detective in the way.
I'd like to, but my attention is completely focused on the taxi driver.
Today, bravo! Forget it. Don't you dare. Just take another step and I'll put a baobab in your head. Very soon you'll become a baobab-flavored chicken.
I'd like...
Bravo!
I'd like to.
Bravo! Forget it.
I'd like... I'd like to.
Bravo!
Maybe that
In
truck
life,
is full of
it's all
gold
about
bars.
anticipation. Where? Where?
Rule number 101 of Gallo. Don't shoot your mouth. Shoot bullets.
Please, don't do that. I still have some goods to smuggle. 2 loan sharks to pay and a boss to please.
Okay, get lost. Rule number 595 of Gallo. If it doesn't suit you, let it go. The membership card and the shell casing helped me to find a fanatic who wanted to shoot a baobab bullet through my head. But he wasn't the perpetrator I was looking for. And now I have a new lead. We're making great strides, Thorn. At this rate, nothing in this world can stop us.